Howdy Feaster. If you are watching this video, I assume that you know that inside of ConvertKit how to split test or A/B test subject lines in and around broadcasts, but you're wondering how to do it inside of a sequence. Well, that's what I'm going to show you here in this video. The first thing you want to do is set up version A of your sequence. Have it all the content in there, have the email subject lines, everything with the delays, and make sure that they're all published, and then click Save All. Once you've done that, then head on over to Settings and find Duplicate this sequence. Click on that button to duplicate everything that you just created. Then go ahead and change all of the subject lines to your version B. I'm not going to do that for the sake of this video because I've already done so. Then, inside of a visual automation, that's where the magic's going to happen. Whether you are using an existing automation to do this or creating a brand new one, it's exactly the same setup. The first thing you want to do is the step before you actually want to send the sequence. You're going to set up a custom field as the coin flip. Now, ConvertKit is built on liquid templating. This is the language, the code, if you will, that decides what to display, when to display it, and any sort of logic in and around content being pushed out. You're probably aware of this already. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to create an action and set the value of a custom field to a bucket, whether it's going to be 0 or 1. And we do this by grabbing the timestamp of which the subscriber, of when the subscriber actually hits that step. We're going to grab it in seconds so that we have a nice number. It's going to be a rather large number, but it's a number nonetheless. And then the fancy word here, modulo. If you're not a mathematician, statistician, or a programmer, what this really does is it actually takes that number, divides it by 2, and gives you the remainder. So if you remember way back when you did division, the remainder of this will either be 0 or 1. Then you create a condition so that this way it breaks it up into essentially 2 paths. And we're going to set the custom field of var bucket, which, pro tip, I should have went and said this before, but I didn't, so I'm going to say it now. var underscore for me signifies that this is an internal variable. This is an internal only custom field that I'm setting. Now, when I say internal, I mean it's the subscriber is never going to see this. No one is going to see the value of this. And I use var underscore, variable underscore, as sort of a naming convention, so that all of these items are grouped together on the subscriber record. And I know it doesn't confuse me or any of my clients or anyone else who's looking at it. I just say ignore all var underscore custom fields and don't worry about it. So back to this, but the condition is based around the var underscore bucket. And if it matches 0, then what we're going to do is we're going to put that subscriber down the yes path, or to version A of our sequence. If it doesn't, which it's going to match, it's going to be 1, we pass that down the no path, or version 2 of our sequence, and then on their way once they completed those sequences. The best part about this is that most platforms will give you the ability to test subject lines in emails, because that's really what you're going to test. But what this allows you to do is then go ahead and test content, right? Maybe you're a corporation and you want to see how your customers and leads and subscribers, I don't know, behave based around personalized content, or maybe more casual content than the corporate speak. Or You can test calls to action, whether it's a button or link or an image. You can test these kind of things. The list is really endless because now you have the power to be able to then test anything. Now, you have to have a certain level of volume going through this for it to be significantly valuable to you. But if you do, and you are looking to really increase the value of your email conversion rate, this couldn't be more powerful for you. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And until next time, it's your time to live in the feast.